Animated documentary channels have been taking over YouTube at lightning speed, pulling in millions of views with every upload. And what's truly fascinating is that audiences can't get enough of these cinematic, story-driven visuals that feel like they came straight out of a professional studio. Normally, animations of this quality cost thousands of dollars when commissioned from big production houses. And if you were to attempt them on your own, you'd need years of training in 3D modeling, rendering, lighting, and design, skills that take entire careers to master. But here's where things get exciting. With the power of AI, you can now create the same kind of professional studio-grade 3D animations in less than 30 minutes without needing any prior experience. Today, I'm going to break down the exact blueprint I use to consistently create visuals that look Hollywood level, and if you follow it step by step, you'll be shocked at how simple the process can be. Before we dive into the details, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because I regularly share breakdowns of the most powerful AI tools and strategies to help you stay ahead of the curve. So, let's get into step 1, creating the prompts. This is the single most important step. And ironically, it's where 90% of beginners completely fail. They throw in vague one-line prompts, cross their fingers, and then wonder why their images look flat, boring, and amateur. But prompts are the foundation of everything. Think of them like the director's vision on a film set. The AI is the camera crew, but unless the director gives clear, detailed instructions, the end result will never look professional. To start, open ChatGPT and search for a documentary-style 3D image generator. Now you'll have two clear options. Option 1, paste in a reference image like a screenshot from a documentary or any still frame you admire. GPT will break it down, analyzing the composition, the colors, the framing, the atmosphere, and then generate a prompt that mirrors that exact style. This method works, but I recommend option 2, which is far more flexible. Ask ChatGPT to write a custom prompt purely based on your own instructions. Here's where the magic happens, because instead of feeding the AI a half-baked idea, you approach it like a cinematographer. Don't just say, "a castle in the mountains," that's lazy. Instead, describe the lighting, warm golden rays of sunset spilling over the cliffs, the textures, ancient stone walls covered with moss, the mood, mysterious yet grand, the atmosphere, thin fog weaving through the valleys, and the camera angle, a wide cinematic shot looking up from below. When you provide this level of detail, the AI suddenly transforms your vision into something that looks like it came straight out of a Netflix documentary. Remember, the better the prompt, the better the output, and that's a golden rule in AI creation. But there's another thing you can't overlook. You actually need two separate prompts, one for generating the still image and another for animating it. And when you're writing the animation prompt, you must include camera movement. A static shot kills engagement instantly. Even the most gorgeous visuals will look lifeless if nothing moves. Don't worry if you're not familiar with filmmaking jargon like dolly shot or crane pan. You can simply describe movement in plain English. For example, camera slowly drifts from left to right while gently zooming into the subject. GPT is advanced enough to understand both technical film language and everyday descriptions, so it will know exactly what you mean. Once GPT gives you the prompts, it might suggest generating the image immediately, but here's where most people slip up. Don't do it. While GPT's built-in image generation is decent, it's nowhere near the level of control and precision we need for professional animations. That's why we move to step 2, generating high-quality, customizable images on openart.ai. Go to the site, click Image in the menu, paste in your first prompt, and then stop before you hit Create. Because here's the secret. Choosing the right image model is critical. The wrong choice will completely ruin your project's look. Take your time and experiment. But for documentary realism, there are 3 models I recommend above all others. First is Nano Banana, perfect for stylized yet lifelike humans. Great when you want characters that feel realistic but not uncanny. Second is Cream 4, which excels at building lush, atmospheric environments with cinematic depth. And third, Google Image Gen 4. the powerhouse for hyper-realistic, photo-like results that can pass as live footage. Once you've selected your model, adjust the aspect ratio to 16:9. That's the format used by YouTube for long-form videos, because if you get this wrong, your final edit won't fit properly on screen. Now hit Create and let the AI work its magic. OpenArt is incredibly accurate, and 9 times out of 10, you'll only need to generate 1 or 2 variations per scene before landing on something usable. That's the real reason I recommend OpenArt over every other platform. It's fast, consistent, optimized for this style of image generation, and saves hours of unnecessary trial and error. With just this setup, you'll already be producing frames that rival professional studios, and we haven't even moved to the animation stage yet, which is where the magic really comes alive. But here's the catch. We've now run into a serious issue. The images we've generated so far are only in 1080p, and while that's decent for casual projects, it falls way short of the 4K standard that makes documentary-style animations look truly cinematic. 1080p just doesn't deliver that razor-sharp clarity and immersive detail viewers expect. Don't worry though, because I've got a simple fix for this, which I'll reveal in just a moment. Before we upscale the resolution, we first need to breathe life into these static frames and turn them into animations. And this is where things get really exciting. What once took me 8 to 12 hours inside Blender can now be done in under 2 minutes using AI. Go to cdanceai.net, drag and drop your image into the blue upload box, and remember that second prompt we wrote earlier for camera movement. This is where it comes into play. Paste it in, set your resolution to 1080p, and choose a duration of either 5 or 10 seconds, depending on your scene. For simple camera sweeps, 5 seconds works fine, but if your scene involves more complex sequences, like a person opening a door and then pouring coffee, go for 10 seconds so the AI doesn't cram all that motion into a rushed clip. Once everything is set, hit Generate Video and let the AI process it. Yes, it might take a little longer to render, but trust me, the quality you get from this tool blows away every other image-to-video generator out there. I've tested them all, Runway, Pika, you name it, and none of them match Cdance when it comes to accuracy, stability, and the absence of weird glitches or artifacts. Still, our main problem remains. We're locked at 1080p, which is simply not enough for professional-looking content, and this is where the solution comes in. To fix this, we upscale the footage using Topaz AI, which doesn't just increase resolution, it actually enhances the video in every possible way. Open Topaz, import your clip, and apply the same settings I use. Instantly, your video will be transformed. Sharper textures, cleaner edges, reduced noise, and that crisp 4K finish that viewers associate with high-budget productions. And that's all it takes. Within minutes, you've created a cinematic, professional-level 3D animation that rivals the quality of major YouTube documentary channels. If this walkthrough helped you, consider joining the waitlist for my upcoming YouTube automation program, where I'll reveal the exact strategies I've used to turn YouTube into a $10,000 a month business and design a lifestyle of freedom and creativity.